Hello everyone. In this video we're going to find out what a memo is. We're also going to look at the structure of a memo and how we report information in a memo. Well, first of all, we want to know what a memo is. And here we have a picture of a big office. And why did I put this picture here? Well, that's because memos are in-house messages. That means they're used within the company for different departments to communicate with the employees or for employees to communicate with heads of departments. And memos basically have two main purposes. First, they might want to bring attention to problems of something that's happening, or to report on or summarize an issue or a possible event. And they accomplish this by informing the reader, telling the reader about something new, maybe a policy change, maybe an increase in prices, some kind of information that the employee needs in order to carry out his job or continue working at the place of employment. But they also call for an action. They ask the reader to do something, such as attend a meeting or change a procedure or the way they're doing something. So what's the format of the message? And here we can see, first of all, it's short, sweet, and reader-friendly. So the opening paragraph builds on the subject line. And we know that there's a subject, the topic of the memo. And it tells us the purpose of the memo, the context, or the problem, or perhaps a specific assignment or a task. The context expands on the subject. It gives us more details or background, perhaps reporting on an event or a situation or a problem. And then the last part, the closing, the call for action, is what the writer wants the reader to do. When we report information, for example in a paragraph, we start with the event. We tell the reader what we're talking about, a price change, a problem, some issue. And then we give additional information and some kind of supporting detail. So we might want to organize it and give information, factual information, or we may talk about decisions or actions or conclusions that are all related to that particular event. And then we end the memo by reporting the outcome or asking for an outcome. And within the paragraph, just like any other paragraph, we start with a topic sentence. And this is its purpose or central idea about the event. We can organize it by chronology, in other words by time, or ideas. And then we give supporting facts or decisions or actions. And often there'll be 2 or 3 within the paragraph. And then we end the paragraph with some kind of concluding sentence, a summary or a recommendation based on the information that's been reported. So what does it look like? So here we have the name of the company, the Chocolate Heaven Emporium. We can see who it's to, all staff. It's from management. We see the date and we see the subject. And I know what you're thinking, but that looks like an email. And you're right, because email developed out of memos. Before there was electronic email, there was paper. And these memos were a way of communicating information. They were, of course, printed and passed on paper around to the to employees or different departments or heads of departments. But when email came around, they took an already existing format. And it's very important to pay attention to the subject. The subject helps the reader see what it's going to be about. What's its topic? What's its subject? And then we get to the opening, which introduces. Again, here's the staff Christmas party. It's that time of year again. As you know, Christmas is a busy season. We're getting the background. Every year it's a struggle for management and supervisors to find the time and energy to organize a staff Christmas party. This year we've decided to postpone the Christmas party until after our busy season. So we see the clear connection between the subject and the first paragraph. And it's very clear. There's the background and what they want. They've made a decision. They are reporting a decision to postpone the party. And then it gives us details. And then again, we apologize. The celebration will have to wait. Again, that explains. We apologize. The celebration will have to wait until the new year, but we guarantee it'll be worth the wait. And now, anyone interested in volunteering to help out with the event is encouraged to call Lucy, our events coordinator. Lucy's cell phone number is, please contact Lucy. In other words, it's the call for action. And if we look and we see, what is it asking the staff to do? To volunteer, to be in touch with Lucy. There are two other things that we need to pay attention to. There's no greeting. There's no dear staff, hi staff, because it's within the house. We know who it is. It's to all the staff. So we don't need to write hi everybody or dear staff. And we also, here it says thank you, but we don't have a signature because we know who it's from. It's from the management. So there's no signature. The other point that we have to start to pay attention to is our writing process. It doesn't just happen. And if we follow a 4-step process, it often helps us to write better. And that's what we call pre-write, draft, revise, and refine. So what do we mean by pre-write? Organize the information and ideas. Think it out. Consider what your purpose is, your main ideas, the supporting information, the call for action. Write in note form. You can write in any language you want because here you're thinking out your ideas. Take that 5 minutes to sit down. Sometimes it's easier with a pencil and paper just to think out and organize what we want to say. And then your first draft, get those ideas down in writing. Just get them down. Follow the organization. Use your notes from here to guide you. And don't worry about grammar and spelling at this point. Just get those ideas down. Then we revise. Make changes in the content. Wherever you need to make changes, make changes. Organize, add, take away. Make sure that that information is logical, that it follows, that it's easy for the reader to understand. And then finally, we refine. That's when we're all done. We go back and check the language, the grammar, the vocabulary, the spelling, and the punctuation. So now you're ready. You got a background, a little bit of idea of what a memo is and how to organize your information.